So, as Will mentioned, my name is Zebulon. I am with Centene Corporation. With Centene Corporation, if you're unfamiliar with Centene, Centene is one of the largest Medicaid and Medicare providers in the United States. 1 in 15 Americans receive some form of service from our organization. Obviously, being in the healthcare, health insurance industry brings a lot of heavy compliance with PHI. Hence, our security department, a lot of what we do, especially with Alert Enterprise, on the identity and access management.
Perfect. So that must pose some challenges in terms of how you manage your security system and how you manage data, identity. Can you just talk to us a little bit about some of the challenges you had before Alert Enterprise and what you were looking for in a system that would help you with security?
Yeah, so for us, one of the largest challenges was really what Alert Enterprise excels at, and that's identity and access management. I'm a true believer, unless you know who's coming into your office, why they're coming in, where they've been, you don't really have control of the security of your space. You can have a lot of different systems to do your detection, your monitoring, but a lot of it comes down to if you are assured that who you're working with, they're supposed to come in, you know who they are. That starts to eliminate a lot of the other risks and concerns that may pop up from there.
You had mentioned about audits one time. I remember hearing you present. You said, audits are a big thing and how quickly you can do audits. Talk to us a little bit about sort of how the Alert Enterprise system helped you with auditing and why that's so important.
Yeah, so as Will suggested, again, we are, like many industries, constantly audited for compliance, whether that's on our own internal departments or several external agencies, be it for our business itself or for certain certifications we're looking to get for our organization. ISO 27001, high trust, equivalent items from there. What Alert Enterprise has done is really created a single-click compliance set up for us where we are able to quickly show, again, back to that important part of knowing who's coming into your office, what type of access they have, where they should go, and then when you add in the fact of the automated workflows, the ability to integrate with your HR systems, your vendor management systems, as well as with your access control system, then you just bring the efficiency. I'm sure we'll get into a little bit of statistics from here. Pre-Alert Enterprise, we were processing approximately 250,000 tickets a year of identity and access management. So that's everything from I need a badge to I need access to this door. Because we are a merger and acquisition company, a lot of our growth is through M&A activity. A lot of those tickets at one point in time were being entered into 5 separate disparate access control systems. What Alert Enterprise allowed us to do was consolidate a lot of that down, and what we were able to show is every year our ticket, our ask, our identity and access management is increasing. Our options are to continue to throw people at the problem, which I'm sure everyone's in the same position. That only goes so long. Your CFO is only going to approve so many new hires and headcounts. So you have to start to think creative. How else can we do this? And for us, we were lucky enough to start off on a path of visitor management, where we came across Alert Enterprise, realized much more than just visitor management, and it became our solution. And instead of having to throw additional bodies, additional personnel, additional expense, we're able to leverage that into Alert Enterprise, ultimately save us time, money in the long run, both with our existing staff and, again, not having to continually add. We are now working with our Alert Enterprise partners looking at NFC mobile credentials. That will be our next big implementation, a move away from the standard hard identification badge to that mobile access control for various reasons. I think everyone understands, again, I may forget my badge at home. It's rare I forget my phone at home. So I think that's step one. The next one is really right behind us, the Guardian SOC Insights. As was mentioned, our GSOC manager is out with us here. That ability to take some of that other data from not just our HR systems, but from our PAC system, potentially our camera systems, potentially our risk management systems, and feed that back into Alert Enterprise in order to create that centralized, holistic footprint. So I'd say our future state is right now we are very robust on the identity and access management. Now it's stepping further into that full security convergence.
Sounds great. We're excited and absolutely honored to partner with you. So just some parting words. What would you say as some advice for people who are going to take this journey? You're saying, I need to modernize my visitor management, my access control. Where do I start?
I've been asked this a couple of times, and I think my answer gets better every time from there. So one thing that's not standard across the board, but pretty common in our industry is our backgrounds. Many of us come from paramilitary, whether that is the military, law enforcement, or other areas. And I think at times we get used to being put in a position where we do more with less. And you build that into your kind of conscience when you're going through. And I think my best advice is get out of that mold. Right, we're a department within an industry, no different than if it's cybersecurity, if it's compliance, and if you continually think with the I can do more with less attitude, then that's what your leadership and what your finance and all that's going to come back to. If you can expand out and demand, we need these systems, just like your IT side did, right? Years ago, we were kind of left behind in the identity and access management. Logical moved way forward. Yep. SailPoint, Radiologic, right? All role-based. Everyone forgot kind of about physical security. So now we're all in position where these things are becoming more important, right? Your physical identities are just as important as your logical identities. So I think, again, it comes to that demand. Just as there is a need for these other solutions on the logical side, there's a need for these on the physical side. And more than that, one that is designed by those who understand the intricacies of physical security and the environment from there. Because again, a door is different than a file. It is something that's, different role-based kind of setups and all that. So I think that's number one advice. Again, get out of the mode of I'm going to do more with less and get yourself more, basically.
Get out. You hear that? Get out of the mold, break the mold, and think about it. Your data, the physical security data, is a treasure trove. It is a gold mine of data that the enterprise values and wants.
And that's 100% correct. One thing that we noticed with Alert Enterprise and the ability to produce some of this data are the other departments who now come to us for this information. Occupancy reporting, using our inactivity or our user access reviews in order for them to now take action on other accounts and items from there. So creates a lot of value for us as a department. And again, I think if you couple that with the get out of the do more with less attitude, then I think again you start to be viewed as like other departments in your organization, right? And you're able to throw those ideas, those concepts that you want to push forward up, and I think you're going to find it to be much more acceptable, at that point.
Great advice, great speaker, great partner, great customer. We thank you, Zeb. Let's give everyone a round of applause.
Great, thank you.